Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, last time out, I went ahead and started upgrading the Berwick-upon-Tweed station, which is currently still in the transformative phase, so this is not yet complete. As clearly noticeable, we have buffers in the middle of the station. So the middle tracks are still buffered. There is no platform roof. Signals seem a little bit awry at the moment. In fact, further up the line, you'll see that some of the connections just do not work, and certain platforms are not yet operational. All of that is going to change in today's video. So today's task is to get all the platforms operational, to get both sides of the approaches completely fixed and ready to go, and to ensure that everything is running smoothly. So we are going to go from what we had at the beginning of the last video, which was a possibility of a maximum of 4 trains within the station. So it did not matter whether they were stopped or passing through. You could only have a maximum of 4 trains within the confines of the station, to a maximum of 8 trains within the confine of the station, with 6 of them being stopped and 2 passing through. That is quite an improvement. In fact, you have literally double the number of trains able to go through the station now, or to be in the station at any one time. But on top of that, we have the pass-through lines, which are going to be very, very important given the way freight is going to be running on this map, or at least the way I am envisaging freight to potentially run on this map. But at the moment, as you can see, with the coal line coming through on, well, as a contraflow, this is clearly not yet ready. So make sure you stay tuned to get this all up and running. There isn't anything further to say. Let's get started. Let's start getting all of this up and running. Let's finish getting all of this up and running, and then see if it works the way I want it to. Okay, so step 1, there really isn't much time to waste. We have this bit done as it should be. We have no trains now taking this centre route, which is good because this centre route is now going to be destroyed. So I'm going to make sure that that is now a smooth curve, which it looks to be. And this entire centre line is gone. Like so. Now up to where is the question? In fact, since nothing is using the centre route, I think I could break the entire centre section of this railway. Which bit do I want to demolish? I think I need to leave this bit, but I want to get rid of that bit there. That could be a problem. That's okay, because this track seems to use it for some bizarre reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but there we go. Okay, so is this all? These are apparently platforms. These are apparently tracks on the platform. So should I? The question is should I put a 50-mile-per-hour track here, like that, or not? That is very much the question. And I think that looking at the size of these, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is indeed 200 meters. So each one of these is 40 meters long. So, or something like, is it 40 meters, which would equate to 53 yards, something like that. So you are looking at a total of about 250-ish yards, as far if my mathematics is correct, or somewhere around that. I think it may be actually less than that, maybe 220 yards. Not 250 yards. Yes, about 220 yards, just thinking about it. Anyway, that aside, 220 yards is fairly long, but at the moment these are 160 meters long, and so what we are looking at here are trains that are going to be fairly long still. And if we are going to have the express trains coming in, until we get so this is not an express train. Where is an express train? Any express train around? What are you waiting for? Oh, you're waiting. That entire crossing is messed up. Yes, that is going to cause a whole heap of problems. I need to find a train to get the length of. Why don't I just click a train? There you go. It is 120 yards long. So I could very well increase this to be the entire length of this platform and still be okay. The idea here is I would potentially increase the station by one more platform, or one more length, to bring it up to 240 meters. And it is going to have to be on this side. This side is just too complicated to be able to do anything, so it has to be here, unfortunately. But that is not such a big deal. So realistically, maybe I should just leave this as it is, but I will then want to make an adjustment here. So I am actually going to start looking at doing that, since this probably does not need to be like this. I'll go ahead and start making a change. Apparently it is not happy about something I have done. I'll repair it momentarily. Come on. I have no idea what exactly it is complaining about, but sure, there we go. So that is part of it, and this bit, I guess I could pause, just simply because this is a, oh no, this is a quirk of the game, as it were, because it sees these tracks, these station tracks, and it decides that a track is a specific, if it's part of the station or not, and that has an impact on how the track operates. So I cannot just suddenly say, oh well, this is now part of a station track, as long as this is within a station. It does not seem to work like that, but you know what, that is okay. So now all of the tracks are correct. I am actually going to have to signal things up, and I'm actually going to put another signal here temporarily. And the reason for that is that it should stop this bit from just getting clogged up. This is also going to change this little mess, but I will change that. Oh, should I change that now? No, I will change that in a little while. First, I need to ensure that all of these work the way they should. So we have this. So we have this line coming in to here, and we could have it coming into here, I suppose. So let's do a 50 mile per hour track connection. Should we say here? This is 60. Why is this This is all 60, right? That is 50. In fact, why am I doing that? Why don't I just pull it right off the end of that? So I know just as it hits that 50. There we go. Maybe I should slow this entire approach down to 50. Okay, so that is that bit. Now nothing goes this way anymore, so I'm going to deal with this. So this section is destroyed. That no longer needs to exist. Right? For now. For now, there are going to be some additional adjustments coming, which will have an impact. Nothing. Yes, all the center lines are out of use, so I can now destroy this. And this follows on from what I was doing in the last episode, where I was trying to keep the traffic flowing whilst doing these adjustments. And there is going to be a little bit of asymmetry to this particular setup. I'm trying to keep it as symmetrical as possible, but it is not going to be possible. That is good. And until the center lines are running, only the 4 platforms across will be running, and that is okay. So this is just running contraflow, and then this will run in because it needs to cross over. It is slowing things down quite significantly, but in the long term, the significant delays will be fixed. So that goes across there. That goes across there. That goes across there, and then here we go. This is the one that needs to change. So I'm going to peel this one. No. I'm going to peel this one actually into here. So instead of it going across there, it's going to end up in here. That is where this one goes. And then from here we are going to bring this one across. Now this could be a little bit trickier, but I think it can be done. Right, hang on. What is wrong with this one? Okay. Maybe I can... No. Use the right track for starters. Maybe if I push that across there, and then... I say nobody's using this line yet. Then try to... No. Sometimes I do not understand what Transport Fever 2 is trying to do. Like, how is that? How has the logic decided that, yes, that is what was being asked for? There we go. Okay. And then if I get rid of that, perhaps that little bit there, try and do the exact same, it will then allow it to go across. Good. So how do I want this to work? Now the question is do I want 6 lines here? That is the question. Because if I want 6 lines, then what I'm going to do is I will open it. So this opens up to 4 here. I will then open it up to 6 pretty much immediately. So I would split this one further immediately, bring that into here, split that. The second one, this one here, would go into the 2, and then the third one would go also into 2. So that is another option, as opposed to doing 2, 4, and then these two join, and then it becomes 4, 6. We could go straight up to 6, which I actually think is a better option now that I look at it. Speeds for these are all going to be a little bit wonky, but that is nothing to worry about. So we open it up there, and then we open it up again, like that. Yes, like that. And then I will pause this just for a moment, just to avoid what is about to happen. And I will do this instead. So you follow along at 50. I may bring this up to 60. And you join there. Okay, great. Which then changes this one to join. This one will join. Yes, so this one joins here. You had it right a moment ago. There you go. Why are you not happy about this little connection? There you go. 48. I'll sort that out in a minute. So you join there. And then what? So that goes there, that goes there. That becomes the 6. I would then say this one can split into 2, this one can split into those 2, and then that inside one can split into a couple of others. So you would then... So this one could easily go across here, if needed. Let's bring that at 25. In fact, I could literally do a crossing here if that was suitable. That would go there. This one could join up across here if necessary. Would that work? Is this even a suitable curve? I do not think so. I may recurve this bit. I think I am going to recurve this bit. It's my 50 mile per hour track. Why is this happening? There we go. That seems a little better. There, that is a much smoother curve. Okay, good. And then this one is going to curve through this way. Right. I can actually make that a very smooth curve. So out from here, you curve through like that, which then gives rise to an outer curve, which will do that. But can I have that curve at a even better? No, it's being really awkward about this. Okay, that's okay. There. That could do that, and then potentially I could have this connect up some way. Perhaps if I did this like that. What benefit does that particular one give me? And in fact, maybe with this one I would want to actually have this at a high-speed crossing. I think a high-speed crossing is probably a good idea here. There we go. Should then probably require that to be broken. Okay. That is something. Now, that means that this train goes all the way across here. It's a little bit wonky, but it works. We now have this side of the pass-throughs completed. So these are all correct. I would say that these are all correct, barring some minor changes. So this entire section is right. What we then have to do is the track's going in the opposing direction. So we've got this track, which goes in here. Now, I would want to try to get the mainline track all the way out across this side. That is what I would want to do, which would then require this to all change. And I would say this would want to not do that. Train. I would want... Well, initially we've got this pass-through that needs to be sorted. So let's go ahead and get this pass-through sorted. Right. There we go. That pass-through is now connected. There are no complaints on that. That was an easy connection. It is the subsequent connections that could be the problem. So again, we probably want to increase this more than it currently is. So we'd want to bring this up to... Why did it do that? Since when is that a valid track? Maybe something along these lines? And then that comes around all the way, follows this in, and that is what connects up to this bit. But at the moment, that is not going to be possible. Okay. That seems reasonable-ish. So yeah, that goes across, and then we deal with it from there. It's a nice smooth, or fairly smooth junction. And that is our 6 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Those are the 6 lines completed. What we then want is we want this line. Yes, this line from here. I'm going to pull this through to there. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. So we pull that through to there. There we go. Okay. This is going to change. This is definitely going to change. So currently... Yes, currently they're at that side. I want them to be brought in on this side with that line going that side. Okay. The next thing I need to do is start getting these bits connected. So this side is getting there, but we cannot finish it until these bits are done. So what I now need to do is look at splitting this inside track. So would I say this inside track needs to split into 3? Is that what I want? Do I want the inside track to split into 3, or do I want this track to split to 2 and this track to split into 2? Let's do the 3 for now. So, again, 50 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and apparently mess that up again. I have no idea what is going on. There we go. I know that these bits are saying 60, but I will deal with it. Like that. And then... So this side is stuck at 4 track for this bit. And that may need some work in the future. But I think, as far as this goes, for now, that is. Could I pull this back a little further? Hang on. Can I open this up from here? I can. Oh, autosave. This is a bad time. Please do not crash. Please do not crash. Please do not crash. Hopefully everybody is having a lovely Tuesday. This is actually being recorded about an hour or 2 after I recorded the last video. So I would not have read any of the comments. Maybe some people have suggested this, or maybe you haven't. But I have not read any of the comments yet, because they do not exist yet. Maybe that. Followed immediately by... What on earth? There we go. Followed immediately by that. And that is the wobbly bit notwithstanding. That's an approach. I mean, that's a 4-track approach right there, and then we're going to have another 4 tracks there. That's an 8-track approach, which is exactly what we've got here. We've got the 8 going to 6, going to 4. Whereas here we've got 8 going pretty much directly to 4. So we just do 8 to 4 on this side. But that is reasonable. And then I suppose I have to do the exact same thing over here. So start pulling this one out. Perhaps just there. And then round here we go. Like so. And if possible, which it is just about as possible, bit tight, but it will do. There we go. And now we have the bumpiest junction ever. In fact, this is so bumpy. I want to take a picture of this. This is how we stop. This is how we stop speeders in the UK. We just ruin the road. Actually, I have driven on roads that maybe not quite like this, but there are sections that are so bumpy it is actually rather silly. So, now that that is done, we have the opportunity to start moving certain trains onto certain tracks. And so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I say that, actually, perhaps we are not quite ready yet. Let me fix all of this. This has a road that goes across. Now, again, I would say that... No. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to... do I need to save the game? We had a note to save just a moment ago. I'm going to use this to drop these. How far down was that? That was a meter down. That was too far. So this is going to just give me an idea. So we're going to go up, and this is going to be... Let's bring this up half a meter. How does that look? That actually looks correct. So which ones are now incorrect? I believe it is this one here. So we will bring this one half a metre down. That looks okay. There's a slight bump just there. So I'm going to work on that. Oh, everything's decided to stop for a moment. There they go. Just needed a bit of a zoom out. This is still not quite there. You can just about see the slight deviation there and there. So let's just pause this quickly. Let's just try and fix this ever so slight deviation. And this is much smaller than our previous deviations. So if I do that, and then I think I should probably do the same, potentially. Yes, I think I should do the exact same for this one. If you want to please drop yourself. Too much slope. How about now? There we go. And the building can disappear. That is okay. Oh, I see. Can I select this point here? I can. And perhaps just drop this the exact same amount. Right, okay. Well, this is going to change momentarily anyway. So I just want to make sure that that is relatively flat, which I would say it now is. So we should be able to now continue. Although, as you can see, something is writing to memory, so we have everything lagging, but that's okay. I'm sure that fixing this little bit here will, there it goes, will be a quick fix in a moment. The next thing I need to do is actually to do with this, because I need to get this centre bit running. So the way I'm going to get the centre bit running is I'm going to create a fairly slow moving track out from here. This is construction not possible, but I'm fairly sure that I'm going to have to do what is essentially this to it, and it is not going to be happy with it. The reason this is not going to be happy with it is because of the whole two platform thing, but that is okay, because as soon as this train is out of the platform, I'm going to delete this bit, and we are going to rebuild this line. So everything behind here is going to be fixed. We say this, manage line, alternative terminals can be switched off, gasworks, there you go, no more warnings yet. You can continue on your way, and as you can see, for now these are both going to manage to make their way through, although this train is going to get in the way of that one. That corner I'm not too keen about. I may reshape that bit, but first off I need to get this bit redone. So at 10 miles per hour we are going to actually peel out the back of this at quite a, as you can see, quite a steep angle. Angle, curve, sure. Which it does not currently wish to do. It was doing it a moment ago. No? There you go. That's too much curvature. Alright, let's do it this way. There. And that is going to be the crossing for this one. And we are going to actually, that's going too far across. Wrong line. It is that line. There we go. So I will go ahead and create that. And oh, we have a train waiting to get into the station because that's what's passing through. Again, you see the problems and how they sort of manifest themselves. And then similarly here, I need the same sort of thing, but like this. But do I need it like that, or do I want... I think what I would want is this one to just follow around and then do the exact same thing. It's a fairly tight curve, but I think that would be suitable, which will then enable, if I go ahead and place a signal just here. Now this isn't going to work straight off the bat. We will require a little bit of messing around with it, but if I were to then go ahead and put a 5 mile per hour crossing point just here, like so, because that is the way in, this may work in our favour. What do I then want to do? Double check all the lines going through the middle. That goes through the middle there, that goes through the middle there, and then obviously it is not yet coming across. So we need to have a readjustment of this line. So that will go across there, that will go across there. It is this one here that needs to be slipped. That will do that. This one here needs to be slipped. And we will then put, and I think this is going to look quite good when we put it up, a signal there and a signal here, because this is not going to matter. And there we have it. That is our crossover completed. We will then configure this line to once again take the alternative platforms, and as soon as that train is through, well, this is a bit strange, but sure. A photo opportunity arises with two coal trains seeming to be moving through a passenger station. There you go. So yes, once these two trains make their way through at whatever speed they are going to be making their way through, they're going to fight for supremacy. Actually, that's quite cool, seeing both of them coming in like that. It's a very good showing of how parallel freight can work. And then I'm literally going to do this. There we go. This can be a dead track right there. That's it. That is just a dead track. That is now going to start giving us quite a... This should work quite well for us. Although, I will say that I'm going to have to... Because this one is not going to be able to get back, is it? So the way this one needs to get back is I'm going to have to put a crossover just here for it to say, oh, what's this? No, this one, 5 miles per hour, just over this. Why is that not possible? Cannot tell me that is not possible, surely. Apparently it is not. Is it because of the position of this signal? Do I need to make the signal... Let's tell you what, I will neaten this up just a bit. As tight as possible for these. There we go. And obviously this one would not work, so let's just make these both as tight as possible. There we go, like that. And then pop the signal just there. So that should now figure out where it needs to go. So realistically you'd be coming in here and crossing there, but if you had that extra little bit. Now why do you not go out through that way in general? That makes no sense. Why do this? Okay, there is a way to perhaps coax it into doing this. No, that should just work. Can I not coax? So if I did that, will that coax it over into the faster route? No. That's a bit strange. A little bit strange. But, okay. So we have that, and then... Well, this is our new... This is our new setup. And that should manage quite nicely. Interestingly, I could get this to go straight across here, or use that. I think I should get it to go straight across, because I do not need it to use any of these. If it does come straight across, we have, yeah, that opens up that option for us. So should I make an adjustment to this and say, right, this part's here, which apparently is not needed, it can do without, but naturally I want it to be using this. Can be, what speed are you at? 40, there you go. I want this to be, so from here I would want you to connect up to that one so that you can go straight across. Excellent. And then from this one, this is okay. Comes across here, not a problem. There we go. That is good. That bit is now running as expected. Now for the rest of this. So, we have some more weird bumps here. What level should this actually be on? have no idea. Right, so I'm going to have to look into... Oh, here we go. These are all notched up a little bit. Pause it. Remember to pause. Remember to pause this. Down 50. Please be okay. What do you mean it belongs to a switch? No, no, no. You'll be okay. You will be perfectly all right. Down 50. See? You are all right. Oh, it doesn't... Does it need to be down 50? Interesting. This one is also wrong. This one is up. No, this one is down, it appears. So that is going to have to be raised a little. Raise 10. That is better. Then this one needs to be raised. I'm just trying to get that line as straight as possible. So raise that 10, see what that does. Come on. Oh no. I mean, 10 centimetres is not a lot. That needs another 10. Let's raise that another 10, shall we? Better. Down. Let's go down 20. Down 25. There we go. Down 20. Why is this all raised? I am confused. Down 20. And that one is probably also down 20. So we'll go ahead and do that too. That is actually better. Houses disappeared, but that's okay. Replace that. And of course, we are going to have some issues for a short period of time, but that is a much better station. So things are starting to very much look up here. Perfect. That works. In fact, this actually just needs to be one track because it's the road that it is closing. This one is okay. Lovely. And I think we are, yes, we are good over here. So, now for all the signalling. Let's go ahead and put the rest of the signals in. So we've got that, we've got that. Oh, this bit, I wasn't happy about how this was curving, was I? I wasn't. How am I going to do this? Readjust the curve here. That speed is also going to change. I have slowed down the trains, haven't I, to 50 through this whole area. But I'm just going to attempt to readjust the first curve, and then we'll have a look at the second curve. Should the first curve readjustment work? Well, I say that, it looks like I'm going to have to readjust both of these. I feel like this was something I was supposed to do a long time ago and then never got around to doing it. There we go. Sorted. I think this was something I did notice a long time ago. And I said, yes, I would do it, and then never did. Okay, so signal there, that is fine. We should also probably have a signal would a train fit in here? I guess we can see. We can try it out. Signal here. For the freight trains, we have the signal at the end of the platform, so that is okay. Bringing the trains back down, we have no signal. Oh, there's a signal there. Then you've got a signal back here, which is okay. I am potentially considering popping a signal in here. I think we need signals here and here. And this signal may need to be pushed forward a little, but I shall have to see. So that covers that bit, that covers that bit in. Outbound here, signal there is fine, signal there is fine. Ah, yes, this is now a completely different setup, so we need to make adjustments on this. So we're not quite done just yet. So, platform changes inbound. We are going to accept which platform? Right. Let's take a look at not that one. Let's take a look at this one. So the Bracknell Maryports one can be there. Alfred Ollerton. Yes, that's one. You are now going to go Berwick-upon-Tweed platform 4. And you are going to take Berwick-upon-Tweed platform 3. That is your new setup. Temporarily, you are going to also take Berwick-upon-Tweed platform. You can take platform 2, I suppose. What? Why are you not happy about that? Oh, because of the signal, the inbound signal. There we go. Yeah, do that. There we go. That knocks this platform out, which gives us the opportunity to start messing around with this one, which is going to be quite important. So, we are going to demolish this section here, and then we are going to build the 50-mile-per-hour track that starts by going across there. There we go. That is the first one. Signal goes back in. Okay, following on from that, we are going to adjust this. Oh dear, what was that? What is now not happy? Oh, you. Yes, you can now take platform 1, please. There you go, platform 1 is now available to you. We are then going to make an adjustment with this side of the track to say that this one is going to peel in to here. So we will have this go out this way, and you can peel in across there, followed by you peeling in across. Right, okay. Could be a little bit of an interesting situation here. Because of the way this side of the track works, we may not be able to get the different bits crossing over, which should not be too much of a problem, because if you think about it, they're all going into that section anyway. So this should, in theory, be okay. Also, what I really should do, And this is, again, not something I would do. I really shouldn't be pausing this, but I have to, because this signal, this switch, these points are just a little bit too close. There we go. So just so that I can put that signal in there, I needed to do that. That looks good. And then coming out this way, we have signal, 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 no signal, sorry. Perhaps I should put a signal here, I guess. There you go. Okay, good. And then I move this one from platform 3 onto platform 2. And I think, oh, it doesn't show up the lines. That is a shame. I wanted to take a screenshot with those, with all the lines showing in that fashion. Oh, there may be a way for me to do that. Can I? Oh no, that is not what I meant to do. Beric, get back to Beric. Get back to Beric. There we go. I have a way of doing this. I want the... Thank you, autosave. You're getting in my way again. You, and lastly, you... Oh, actually, there's another one. You. Wait, why are you not showing? Oh, because the autosave is doing its thing. For a second there I thought, what has happened? But no, it's just the autosave. It wasn't just the autosave, it was just me. And if I go into... Yep, it does work. That should show... Yes, that will show all of those, but I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Just going to get rid of these just temporarily. Just realised this thing is missing a couple of things. First off, we need to put there's some stairs or something. There they are. I need to put some stairs here. So I shall do that. I will work on this bit a little going forward, I'm sure. But it's a couple of stairs up to the platform. Some benches, I think, need to be placed on some of these. All the platforms need some sort of benches. We also need the underpass. Well, this one probably does not need the benches then. Underpass on this one. Benches there. I would put these, but I'm not sure exactly how this will pan out. In fact, let me try this. So if I move benches right to the end, there and there, we've got the underpass. We also want the put a whole heap of benches across here. Should I do that? That. Is there anything else? I could use the old shelters. I suppose the shelter should be on the outside ones. Yes, I think I have an idea. Shelters on the outside. Like so. And then we have this one. Now, which one do we want? Let's do the red ones, I guess. So we could do to there, to there, to there. Does that work? How does that look? I do not think the red actually suits the style, if I'm perfectly honest. So we'll go back to these ones. This probably works a little. In fact, these. Yes, I think I prefer these. Followed by the. Oh, do not zoom out. Followed by. Well, we have platform roofs, right? These are the station roofs. Shall we have a look at what these station roofs look like? I mean, it does give it a bit... It does look a bit more grandiose, right? Look at that. It does look... It looks decent. Or would I prefer to do that? I think that having the middle bit is just a little bit nicer overall. So I'll do that. That's our new Berwick-upon-Tweed station. I still think I need to add a little bit more to this. I may attempt something. Could I or should I pull back on one of these, or just add a platform here just for the sake of it? I think if I did, it's going to cause some havoc, so maybe best not to. But this is something that I'm very much considering, just to give it that bit of final. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the game here, just in case it goes wrong. You can see I have a lot of saves. Just in case this goes wrong, because I've been at this for an hour. So once the game is saved, I have two options. In fact, I tell you what I am going to do. This is what I am going to do. I know I've just saved the game, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Put it in the comments box. Do you want this King's Cross with the large building? Because obviously this is a little bit... This doesn't quite work. So do you want the large building, or would you prefer that I put in... If we go over to miscellaneous, I put in some of these. Which one do I want? Is it holes? Oh no. Holes or Manchesters? Let's find out. That's what Manchester's one is like. I think holes is probably... Or do you want something along these lines? Obviously this is not quite right, but... So how does that match with the colours of what I currently have? Poorly. Get rid of it. Maybe I should just pause. What's happened? No path. Oh, you've done this again. There you go. You now have your path. Let me quickly check. So that was Hull's. Let's check Manchester's very quickly, shall we? Manchester's is green. Liverpool's is... Liverpool's is quite dark. And the generic one is... Generic one is just glass, which also could work. So yes, those are those are the options. I tell you what, for now, I will remove this. I'll put the other one back in for now. And then whatever comes up in the comments, if you say change all to King's Cross, that is the first thing we shall do in the next video. And if you say no, leave it as what I'm about to do. Are there any other platform roofs? So I think this is the one we had before. Yes. So it is not quite as grandiose, as it were. I think this may have been possibly the reason I did not do the overpasses, because yes, there we go. Now we have the reason I never did the overpass. It was because these were getting in the way. So okay, so there's our options. Overpass. If I want the overpasses, I cannot have these platform roofs. If I do not want the overpasses, I can have these platform roofs. Whoops, that was a mistake. What else I could do, just because it's a bit fancy. You can always have a little bit of this and then remove this middle bit. No, I just want is this not possible for me to just do no there to there? Oh, well, that is annoying. I was kind of hoping that it would just, never mind, allow me to do a little bit here and there, but that is not happening. So there's our station with, if I go ahead and grab those lines all over again, so just the ones I can see. You pin, where's the rest of it gone? You pin, and you pin. And that should show exactly how this station has panned out at the end of it. So how am I going to put this or make this look quite decent? I guess realistically, I would not want to have these all showing. So I'm going to take a screenshot with, and then a screenshot without this showing. So there's a screenshot with, and then if I go ahead and close all of these, and I shall now look at taking a screenshot without. So that is where I'm going to end this video. Nope, one small little thing right there. There we go. Super. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. That does look so much bigger. I mean, I know it is bigger, but it's actually being bigger and then looking the part, and this certainly does actually look the part. So yes, please stay tuned for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below, and also you can find me on social media. Links are also in the description box below. For those, lastly, you can join my Discord server. Again, link is in the description box below. In fact, everything is in the description box below that you need to interact with myself and this channel. That is all from me. The freight is clearly being moved very nicely in and out through the station without any delays, so that is working. And I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where well, I may end up making a change to the station, but if not, we are probably going to see if we can return to the freight. Now that the coal is moving, we are going to see if we can really start pushing and expanding the freight. The freight lines are going to have to change somewhere. We are going to have some things going on, but at least we now have a pass-through for the busiest station on the map. So I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.